Anything crazy happen, let him break a sweat and go have a seat, young fellow.
Nice crossover by Paul George, and he fires up hard.
That was very nice. I think he's awake now.
To hear you say that.
I mean, he does. I mean,
that's a lot of contracts, Smitty. Oh, and Paul George with another steal. Took it away from Terrence Williams, spinning to make a roll. Oh, what a jam in the face of Terrence Williams.
2-point game, huge possession here for Boston. They score, it's pretty much done. Pass is stolen by George. Big play for him. 10 seconds left. They call timeout. 8.7, 2-point game. The leading scorer for the Pacers. They get it to George, though. Drives, reverse layup, good! And the foul. A chance for the Pacers to take the lead.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Thunder up by 16 on the Pacers. Paul George, he's driving on Latavius Williams. This is athlete against athlete, and George wins.
Tough shot, once again, using his body.
Sandy Urton with the lay-in. Stevenson pushing it quickly, getting it to George. George working on Gaffney. Nice spin move into the lane, and he gets it to go.
Able to get his own shot, long, lanky, great handles, great control. Got in the lane and used his length and shot over Gaffney.
In the building. As a matter of fact, I think Scott Layden asked our producer to lace him up at half because he might have him go get some playing time. George with the drive and the lay-in.
George from the corner. Didn't want the three. He's going to take the long J and knock it down.
That looked good.
Paul George can stroke it.
And I think really interesting is as we get, wow, nice throw down by McRoberts. What a, as good as the finish was, I thought he was too late to make that pass here. And McRoberts, the lob pass and the finish by George. The other way around, we had the alley-oop on the break, George to McRoberts. Now he returns the favor. Wow.
Quit.
Emotional.
Your thoughts on that?
Emotional. I'll leave it at that.
Paul George.
Hey, there you go.
Orlando with that three.
Roberts gets it to George, driving baseline on Hayward. Hayward leaves his feet, and a nice job by George. Left his feet early, he gets the bucket and the foul.
Did a good job of baiting him on the baseline, Mark. The good pump fake. You see right here, took his time. First play of the game, he tried to dunk on somebody. Take his time, gather yourself, go up strong.
Terrence Williams had a triple-double towards the end of last year. And Paul George putting it in reverse style, 10th overall pick in the 2010 draft. And I told you not to sleep on George, and I told you not to sleep on Stevenson. And Paul, not you, the people at home. And George knocked it away. That pass intended for James.
You know how easy that was for him to post up, catch the basketball steal, and lay it up. Got a little Durant and George Gervin in him.
And Paul George.
And Paul George.
Wow, an early, bold statement from Steve Smith, and I like it. Winning the gold medal in Beijing in 2008 as George puts it in plus the foul, and back come the Pacers, a chance to get within 7.
Some of them might not have a lot of experience, but will be comfortable nonetheless. Early going, the Pacers appear much more comfortable. I'll tell you, as McRoberts,
a minute 20 left here as Terrence Williams misses, and McRoberts here on a run out. McRoberts to George. Oh, yeah! That was a beautiful alley-oop. McRoberts to the rookie Paul George.
That's why we love replays.
A reputation call for Purdue defensive maven.
Hayward, he kicks it to Rice. Rice launches it, won't go. Interesting there, 3D. Hayward had just as much room as Rice did. He didn't take the shot, Rice did. George does, and he gets another to go. That shoulder down and kicking it out. Roll now, left side. He gets it back to George. George thinks about it, and now he does. Yes. Paul George knocking it down. Fresno.
Davis guarded by Hendricks, stolen by Hendricks. Get it up to Paul George and watch him go to work with the flush, and one.
Good body control after the contact. A lot of guys get hit and they go fall down. Still finished the dunk and came down and saved his body.
I agree. He officially had the worst haircut in the NBA last year. This is Paul George doing something sort of special. Kind of like.
I love these summer league rules.
And Paul George loves the wing three.
He shot that like he knew what he was doing.
Yes, sir.
That was deep.
Thomas Huertel off to Paul George. George is on the move, and he sets up a dunk from Magnum roll and since.
More pressure from Indiana. Steal by George. Up strong in the slam. We've got a 4-point game.
They not won the championship. So Riles has that award.
He has the award, but now the hard work.
Nice block by Paul George. That dude's not going to make the Pacers based on what's being said about him right now, how long he is, how athletic he is. He's a good-looking prospect.
Good read by Paul George.
Stevenson, reverse, and it's good. And a reload for the Nets. Boy, Zubac doesn't even look at the basket. That was almost a record-tying 7 steal, but this is Paul George.
Lafayette gives it to Thompson. He's driving, and the block by George.
You know, he can do that. I think he has a chance to be a special two-way player that can score and defensively lock down. I think he set or tied a summer league record the other night with 7 steals.